Whenever this man feels pain, he vomits large amounts of gold coins. To gain more wealth, he even had someone pack him into a suitcase. However, something went wrong during the luggage transport. A student accidentally picked up the wrong suitcase, and it wasn't until he got home that he discovered a man inside. To keep his secret from being exposed, the man didn't confess the truth but lied, saying he was hiding in the suitcase because he had angered some people. The student didn't think much of it and immediately tried to help him out. But just then, the man spat out a gold coin. Staring at the shiny coin in his hand, the student, Tommy, froze. Realizing he had been exposed, the man decided not to hide the truth any longer. He explained the strange phenomenon about his body and promised Tommy that if he could pull him out, all the gold coins he vomited would be his. Unbeknownst to the man, as soon as he said that, Tommy's mind was already clouded by greed. Instead of helping, Tommy stashed the suitcase away. The next morning, Tommy went to a gold shop, where the shopkeeper told him the coin was made of pure gold and worth $500. This only solidified Tommy's plan, and he rushed home with a friend to collect more gold. However, as soon as they arrived, they saw Tommy's girlfriend looking terrified. She had mistaken the situation, thinking Tommy had killed someone after seeing the man's hand sticking out of the suitcase. Confused, Tommy went back to the room and found the man still alive. His girlfriend immediately wanted to help, but as she tried to pull the man out, he spat out another gold coin. She didn't pay it much mind, but Tommy's friend was filled with greed. The friend dragged the suitcase out of the bedroom and kicked the man down the stairs, causing gold coins to scatter everywhere. Instantly, everyone's eyes gleamed with greed, and they began torturing the man in various ways, not only solving their rent problems but also raising their standard of living. After experiencing the benefits, they didn't stop but escalated their methods, even resorting to electric shocks, completely disregarding the man's well-being. One day, Tommy suddenly had a pang of conscience. He thought their actions were too cruel and suggested they stop and let the man go. However, his friend and girlfriend disagreed. Despite the man's disfigured appearance, he never begged for mercy because he knew he wouldn't live much longer. But Tommy's friend, blinded by greed, pressed the shock button again, hoping to get one last haul from the man. This angered Tommy, who picked up his phone to call the police, but his girlfriend snatched it away and smashed it with a hammer. When Tommy tried to argue, he was struck down with the hammer, collapsing in a pool of blood. Seeing what they had done, the friend and girlfriend realized the gravity of their crime and decided to flee with the money. But as they looked at the barely breathing man on the floor, they decided to squeeze out the last bit of value from him. Unexpectedly, the man burst into laughter, his eyes suddenly turning golden. However, they dismissed it and pressed the shock button once again. As a cloud of black mist rose, the man trapped in the suitcase transformed into a demon. The two were paralyzed with fear, but it was too late for regrets. The demon had already prepared empty suitcases for them, and it was time for them to pay the price for their greed. Afterward, the demon returned to his original form and headed to the airport. With the help of the staff, 2 suitcases were smoothly loaded onto the conveyor belt. It seems those 2 greedy individuals would now pay a heavy price for their actions.